Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick Theriot, and today I have an exciting new video. This is something I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and that is we're going to be reviewing some of the ads from David Oakley. So he's one of kind of the copywriting legends, copywriting greats that I've been inspired by a lot of his work and stuff like that. So I was able to pick up kind of like, I think it's like around 80 of his ads he's written that have been successful, and I want to actually review them with you guys. So starting off, we got the man in the halfway shirt, and this is pretty cool because, you know, this is probably like one of his most iconic ads, and I'm probably gonna like add like, no, maybe like 30 or 40 right now. Oh yeah, 39 out of 89. And the first 39 were good, but they were more like B2B and shit like that. And it starts, the ones we'll probably review on this call or in this particular video is more around kind of like ECOM and stuff like that that you guys would be looking at. So this will be interesting. So we got the man in the halfway shirt. If you haven't seen this ad before, this is probably one of the most iconic ads that has been you know, talked about in the advertising / marketing industry right here. And just looking at it, my first impressions of it, it's definitely, you know, looks like a wealthy, maybe I say wealthy guy, but he's, you know, has some tailors around him, some people around him. So he definitely has some level of money. We're going to say he's like, you know, super rich in a private jet, but he's definitely a little bit of a richer guy, you know. Someone broke probably wouldn't be looking at this ad, you know, just because the tailors and the, you know, fabrics, everything like that in the background. Also with the eye patch, and I want to say the eye patch really signified something at the time this ad was written. I don't have a specific date on here, but it's definitely gonna be somewhere around the 60s. And the eye patch definitely signified some level of like, you know, maybe like sophistication or something like that. Yeah, just an interesting guy. You know, maybe he's a combat veteran or something like that. You know, kind of like a James Bond in that sense right there. So interesting visual right there. Pretty cool, pretty straightforward. And then the headline, the man in the halfway shirt or half the way shirt. And this particular ad, I would say, is more around like product aware specific people. Typically in your, you know, you're unaware, you're problem aware, and you're solution aware. You're not mentioning the headline at all, or you're not mentioning your business name in the headline at all. You're not mentioning your business name or your product name until you get to that like product aware and aware stage. So deeper into the 5 stages of market awareness. But going further into it, you know, American men are beginning to realize that it's ridiculous to buy good suits, then spoil the effect by wearing an ordinary mass-produced shirt. So this is an interesting way. It's creating a problem, okay? American men are beginning to realize that it's ridiculous to buy good suits. So they're buying good suits and then spoil the effect by wearing an ordinary mass-produced shirt. So basically, you buy a really good suit. What they're trying to articulate here is that they're buying a really good suit, and the problem with buying a really good suit is that you're contemplating it with, or complement it with, a shirt that is subpar to what this guy is wearing right here. Okay, so that's basically how they're trying to position their product, is that they're targeting people who buy really good suits, and basically they need a really good shirt to go with it because it's basically like ludicrous in that sense right there to wear it with like a really bad shirt. So since the growing popularity of half-the-way shirts, which are in a class by themselves, half-the-way shirts wear infinitely longer a matter of years. So this is all about positioning. In terms of, we talked about this in that last video. How do we position our products? Is it cheaper? Is it quicker? Is it faster? This particular scenario right here, they're talking about how half-the-way shirts basically last a lot longer, and they're hitting on the quality, the first kind of benefit of wearing this particular product. Then they're hitting on the benefits of it. They make you look longer, younger, more distinguished because of sub-away, halfway cut collars. So again, product wear, you know, and also to the market sophistication around this is definitely like a stage 4, because no one is like, hey, like, you need a shirt, like, you know, do you need a shirt, question mark. Everyone needs a shirt. So now it's because of the level of market sophistication. Go look at product positioning video I have, and this is about a 4, where it's like, you want to focus on feature first, the mechanism first, and makes your product different, and enlarge on it as much as possible. So that's basically here. They wear infinitely longer. That's kind of like the main feature of it, quality, and then it goes further into the benefits and stuff. They make you look younger, more distinguished because of the subtle way cut collars. Subtle way, halfway cut collars. So benefits, what do people want if it's an older man, older guy that's probably directly buying this? They want to look younger, more distinguished. I like that. It's basically kind of just sticking out, being icon, be unique, things like that. The whole shirt is tailored more generously and is therefore more comfortable. So it kind of goes into a mechanism plus benefit. Why is it different? It's tailored more generously. How's that benefit? It's more comfortable. So that's kind of like mechanism plus benefits in that sense right there. So tails are longer and stay in your trousers. The buttons are mother of pearl. Even the stitching has an antebellum elegance about it. So just further talking in about the features of it, what's making it better, the mechanism and stuff like that. Okay, cool. Now this next paragraph increases the value of the product, the perceived value. So an easy way to increase perceived value is by positioning the products that, the materials that make up your product as something extremely hard to get in that sense right there. So above all, Hathaway make their shirts of remarkable fabrics collected from the four corners of the earth. I can't say those. Viella and Ertics from England, woolen taffeta from Scotland, Sea Island cotton from the West Indies, hand-woven mandras from India, broadcloth Manchester, linen batiste from Paris, hand-block silks from England, exclusive cottons from the best weavers in America. So it's really increasing the perceived value of the materials in it. So what's so special about this shirt? Oh, I don't know. All right, where's your materials come from? Oh, this spot, this spot. Okay, cool. As a copywriter, you can basically take all that and increase the perceived value. If you increase the perceived value, people feel like they're getting a deal when they're purchasing your product. Because now I'm looking at this, I'm like, damn, this shirt must be a few $100. But if it's only like $100 and I think it's a few $100, then all of a sudden I can easily sell $100 all day for this particular product, where all my competitions is struggling at $60 in that sense right there. So okay, cool. So the next part, you will get a great deal of quiet satisfaction of wearing shirts which are such impeccable taste. I'm not really sure why I put lifestyle in this. It's definitely not lifestyle. It's just honestly, it's just another benefit, really. Lifestyle would be more about like what you do on a day-to-day basis and how this fits inside of your life. Halfway shirts are made by a small company of dedicated craftsmen in the little town of Waterville, Maine. This is also another interesting terminology here. So I noticed that, and this is something I've seen in a few ads before, where if you make yourself seem a lot smaller, it feels like there's more attention with each product. And also too, a lot of people some people rather support a smaller business in that sense right there. Made by a small company of dedicated craftsmen. So like immediately you just think of a small company, a bunch of craftsmen working and tailoring each shirt before it gets sent out in a little town of Waterville, Maine. They have been at it, man and boy, for 115 years. So just further talking about their expertise and stuff like that in the field. And then, yeah, it basically just goes to the call to action in that sense right there. So if you really kind of question yourself, like, what is the main composure of this ad? How was it written? So first thing they did was create a problem. They took you from, I don't know if I need this shirt, to all of a sudden, okay, what is the problem this product solves? And that is, American men are beginning to realize that it's ridiculous to buy good suits and then spoil the effect by wearing an ordinary mass-produced shirt. It's creating a need and a why for this product. And then it immediately just keeps going into feature. What's a feature about it? And what's a benefit to it? Feature, benefit, feature, benefit. Feature, shirts wear infinitely longer a matter of years. Benefit, they make you look younger, more distinguished because of the subtle way cut collars. And again, that's even a feature right there, talking about the physical aspects to it. Whole shirt is tailored more generously. That's a feature, and is therefore more comfortable. Benefits. Tails are longer and stay in your trousers. That's a feature and a benefit. Tails are longer, which means they'll stay in your trousers. That's a benefit because that's like a really aggravating thing. The buttons are mother of pearl. Even the stitching has antebellum elegance about it. So that's a feature and then a benefit in that sense right there. So yeah, so just articulating a few different features and benefits of the product, just talking about distinguished aspects of this particular shirt. Okay. And then obviously it goes in here, which increases the value. Oop, I didn't mean to put that. Increase value with this whole like paragraph right here. And then obviously it goes further into like another little benefit in this sense right here. So then obviously this too also helps out with kind of that, not really benefit, but it helps out with that perceived value. So yeah. So that's pretty much the man in the halfway shirt. Definitely a pretty cool ad. And they definitely have a few in here that David Oakley had created. This is also a really interesting concept right here, how they had taken different approaches to this ad before they found the right ad that works the best. And this one right here is even more particularly interesting because it really hits on that stage 4, maybe possibly 3, clasp and aggravation. Invents an ingenious new pin collar that dispenses with holes, clasp, and aggravation. That could be a stage 3 or 4 particular market sophistication to, again, go look at the video, product positioning, kind of goes through it. So yeah, a lot of elegance, a lot of, you know, a more sophisticated man, a man of many different hobbies, maybe a teacher right here. That's one that kind of threw me off a little bit. So maybe it's the middle class guy, not super elegant, just modern middle class. You know, he goes to work 9 to 5. That's what really shows me right here on the train right here. And then yeah, so and then obviously this definitely you know, goes further into like the wealthy with a club, him holding a bottle of champagne. It definitely looks like more wealthier. Maybe the shotgun right here and stuff like that. So, but next one we're gonna look at is this beer particular ad, and that'll be the last one we'll look at actually for this particular video. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes it's around Facebook ads, sometimes it's around you know, things like this, but it's all about overgrowing our marketing mindset here is what this whole channel is about, and helping you guys crush it with your ads. So let's take a look at this. So this one I personally haven't read yet, so you're gonna get a purely raw emotional aspect from me on this particular app. So first, just looking at the creative, we see this particular guy holding the bottle upside down. It looks like he might be trying to read something, look into the bottle, something like that. And next thing is you see, how is he dressed? So this is a really big thing. The way your characters are dressed in your creatives is very important, because if you're trying to attract a wealthier, more sophisticated audience, you're gonna like relay something like this. This immediately positions, you know, wealthy with this particular beer right here. Okay, so it's just something you have to be cautious about when you're filming your ads. You know, if you're trying to sell an expensive product and you're showing kind of people that just don't have the money for it, people that don't have money for it are going to see their ad, recognize it, and then not people with money. So you have to understand that. Okay, you can see the lemon and sweeps. I don't know how to say that. Bitter lemon, that's because Schweppes uses whole fresh lemons, juice, pulp, peel, feel, everything. Okay, so this is definitely a product aware. Again, just very key on this. I think also too is because product aware, because okay, cool, you know, you're not going to run an ad, do you want a drink? Or you're not going to run a solution aware ad either, where of all the different ways you can get drunk off this. No, you can just go straight into product aware. People know about beer already. People are aware of a lot of different brands. You can just go straight in and show people exactly. So this is definitely going to be a market sophistication of 3 or 4. I'd probably say 4 right here. And it's really hitting, and I would say it's 4 because Schweppes uses whole fresh lemons. That's really hitting on the key point that maybe prior brands started adding lemon into their product as a unique mechanism. And then all of a sudden, Schweppes was like, well, we're going to use fresh lemons. Because, I mean, come on, I'd rather a fresh lemon as well. So that's a really big thing right there. And then also, too, it's showing you how to test the claim. That's a really big thing right here. That's something that I've recognized in breakthrough advertising is if you show people how to test the claim, then it increases the believability in the ad itself. Because then they're like, holy shit, I can't wait to try it. I can't wait to see that. If you look at like Dairy Queen, for example, where I don't know what their particular like saying is, but they test the claim by literally serving you thing, flipping it over, giving it to you, and just to show you, I guess, how good their ice cream is. So cool. So let's dive into this. So says Commander Whitehead, President Schweppes Ltd. Schweppes invented bitter lemon. He continues, it was our first new product in 150 years and we did not stint. Or 100 years and we did not stint. Okay, so maybe just showing, I think the first impression to me is there's some level of exclusiveness to that, in the sense of first new product in 100 years. So like, you know, this should be good. You know, some type of perceived value, maybe, you know, exclusiveness to it. And then maybe quality, as in like they spent 100 years getting it. Time to make. Schweppes uses whole fresh lemons in making bitter lemon juice, pulp, fill, everything grown up. Thus, it's a tart grown up taste. Okay, so this definitely goes into describing process / features. That's not right. Okay. Schweppes Bitter Lemon is the first adult soft drink, declares the Schweppesman, the only one you can order without feeling like a yolk. Okay, cool. So this is starting to dive further into benefits. This definitely answers who is this for, and that's going to be this right here. Cool. There are at least 2 more uses for Schweppes Bitter Lemon. It is an unobtrusive way to sit out a round or two. It is also the most versatile new mixer since Schweppes tonic itself. Interesting. So is this a beer or is this just more of like a soft drink with like no like alcohol in that sense right there? So this is describing how you can use it. Ah, okay. So it's an unobtrusive way to sit out a round or two. Okay. So, okay, I understand what it is. So it is a non-alcoholic beer. It's basically saying that, hey, you can drink this with your buddies. It's an easy way to get out of, you know, drinking a round or two, sit out a round or two. So you can almost say this is a benefit or problem solved in that sense right there, of like really recognizing, okay, cool, this is where it sits. And then no matter how you use bitter lemon, always turn the bottle upside down before you open it. That way everyone gets his fair share of lemon morsels. Interesting. Okay, cool. And that's just, again, just kind of showing product use. And then, I mean, there's really nothing around that. Like, I can't really say anything specifically like that. So that's an interesting ad right there, okay? So it's obviously it's some type of soft drink that's unalcoholic in that sense right there. It's non-alcoholic. So that way you drink this with your friends and stuff like that. Okay, cool. That's pretty cool and very interesting. So curious, what do you guys think about this particular one right here? It was definitely very product aware. It was definitely positioning the product in its own league with using real stuff. Bitter lemon specifically is the unique, you know, kind of like the bitter lemons and the fact that you can even see them inside, the juice, the pulp, feel, everything. It's just showing really that it's in a whole world league of own because, for example, if everyone is doing this particular one, but everyone's using natural flavors, this is using real stuff. That's going to position a product in a much more unique way. So I really like this. And again, there's a few different benefits, features, processes around this in terms of structuring the ad and everything like that. So this is interesting. I enjoyed this ad. This is pretty cool. I don't know if it beats the man in halfway shirt. It was definitely an interesting one. And yeah, guys. So I have tons more I can review with you guys, just to give you guys a little preview right here. There's a lot more ads that I would love to review with you guys. Just let me know in the comments below if this is something you guys would like to see more of, because honestly, it looks like it'd be pretty fun to keep going through this and digging through it. I'm always trying to level up my advertising game. So I'm already looking at these on a day-to-day basis and like really understanding them from a marketing fundamental side. And I would love to share my findings with you guys. So again, just drop a comment below if that's something I'd be interested in. And while you're doing that, make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now, if you're a business owner and you're doing at least $50,000 to $100,000 a month in revenue, make sure you click the link below to book a call with my team to get a free strategy session. On this strategy session, we'll dive into your business and we'll basically give you a strategy you can take with and run with it, or you have the option to work with us if you choose. And again, we'll give you everything. We spend roughly around $750,000 to $1 million a month on Facebook ads, and that's only within like 10 accounts. So we definitely know what we're doing. We come into businesses, we help them scale, and we love to chat with you more in that process right there. So with that being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys later. Peace.